What's up, team?
How's everybody
Um,
doing?
I was telling Lyric, I have literally the worst headache, which was only made worse and exasperated by All Elite Wrestling and their show tonight. So much happened.
Yeah, I will say though, if they accomplish nothing else, yes, I'm watching your show this weekend. I will be seated for Grand Slam Australia. You got me. If anybody thought they said, you know what, how are we going to convince people to stay in the crib on Valentine's Day? Now, some of you don't have.
You don't have to convince the pro wrestling audience to stay home Valentine's Day. You get no bitches. I'm not worried about it if I'm booking All Elite Wrestling. Now, there are the rare few who are happy and will, as a consequence, have plans. Um, but oh, brother, the vast majority of them, you could have thrown out Adam Copeland versus Serpentico, and they would have been sat right there, brother, right there. So I'm a little bit upset that they decided to book a decent show because, like, come on, come
You
on.
have plans?
Now, why would you say that to me, knowing what you know, asshole?
I'm just playing. Tee. I'm so silly.
Guys, I just want a bug in my water. Ew. Should I just kill myself at this point? Like, it's been that kind of fucking day.
2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Was that bad? I didn't even say the N word.
No. It's just the fact that we getting real active
It's gonna
already.
be a, it's gonna be an interesting show. There's simply so much to cover. I don't want to
Where
drink
do you
this
want to
bug
start?
water.
I mean, well, first of all, happy Black History Month. Send us money.
Yeah. Happy Black
Uh,
History Month to all the Black people. If you're not Black, tell us Happy Black History Month.
yes,
Um,
absolutely. And we do take that very seriously.
yeah, I'm
Um,
not kidding.
yeah. We're
I'm
not.
not kidding.
Trying to think, where should we start? Let's start with the Benito Bowl.
I just want to
Oh
say,
my gosh. You
I
go
just
first.
want to say, no, you go first because you were new.
Okay, guys. So it's not that like I've ever been like anti Bad Bunny or anything. I just wasn't as aware of him until like the backlash match, right? Um, and I remember like that entire experience. I said, "This is godly." Like I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but with Bad Bunny, the aura that Bad Bunny brought to the table for that match, I've only really felt that with like the New Japan gods. And that's kind of crazy to say because he's a celebrity wrestler with like 3 or 4 matches under his belt. But I said, "Oh my god, I feel something. I really feel something right now." He's him. But yeah, I've always, appreciated his work from afar. I knew, I've heard a few songs here and there, but when I found out that he was hosting the Super Bowl, I was like, I hate being caught off guard. Like, these last couple artists, like, I knew their catalogs, like, front to back. Like, of course, I know all the Kendrick stuff. Of course, I know all the Rihanna stuff. I know all the Usher stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm not as familiar. And I said, there's a language barrier here. So I said, I'm going to start doing the work at least 2 weeks in advance. So I start with his most recent album. And especially after the Grammys, I listened to it. I'm like, this is really good, and like I'm listening to it. So like by the time we get to the Super Bowl, I feel fully well versed, at least as much as I can without like knowing Spanish. But I feel pretty locked in. It's great, and I will say this is where like Dani's influence on me is really starting to shine through. Of just like my algorithm is like all of her favorite things. It's just like Bad Bunny. It's like my algorithm now is like Bad Bunny, Lewis Hamilton, Kenny Omega, neurodivergence.
Oh my god.
Just bam.
I'm a simple girl.
And truly, so like the halftime show is happening, and I'm like, oh my god, this is godly. Like y'all, the aura, and also too, just like the music's so good. Like it's not even like, oh my gosh, we're giving out consolation trophies
No.
because of what's happening in the world right now. No, the music is legit good. It's legit a global game changer. He was the only artist that I think really made sense to meet the moment at this moment in our history. I think he will continue to. Um, it was amazing. Like to the point where I have been listening, watching videos nonstop. I rewatched that performance nonstop. I'm going to do it again. I'm totally going to do it again. We haven't even scratched the surface. With Bad Bunny, Benito, you're already such a big deal, but I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will try to sabotage me. But just know, when it's all said and done, you will be known as one of the greatest to ever do it. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll let you go because I know this means a lot to you.
Oh, Benito, mi amor, mi querido. Oh my God, mi vida. Benito, you and I go way, way back. My top artist, of course, last year. But you know what? I want to say I was also there when you were chopped. Okay, I was there when you were bald and you had that weird zigzag in your hair, and everybody was kind of on your ass for yo hago lo que me da las ganas. And I was sitting there and I was like, guys, but you have to hear him out. You have to hear him out. Also, as wrestling fans, he has a song called Booker T. It's very funny. Um, and so you should go listen to it, even if you don't really listen to Bad Bunny. But it doesn't matter. If you don't listen to Bad Bunny, you are so fucking late. The rest of the world been on this shit, and everybody saw it on Sunday, okay? I cannot express to you how much joy I felt watching that performance for a lot of different reasons. One, because like I said, he was my top artist last year. I have been bumping Bad Bunny for as long as I can remember. But also because it I've been trying to tell ya, guys, he's socially aware and always has been. He's educated. He's inclusive. He's not afraid. He's not timid in his own masculinity. He's not afraid to make fun of himself and to host SNL. He's not scared of doing anything and standing for something when the rest of you bitches will fold like a fucking lawn chair, okay? I like, and it's fucking hot. Like, what's missing? What is
Really,
missing?
like really hot, and I think really hot in a time where I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of everybody's attractive, right? Like everybody's like base level attractive. I feel like, especially in Hollywood and popular culture, to the point to where I'm almost destigmatized of just like, okay, show me something different. I think that's also why Heated Rivalry took off the way that it did. I hate to bring it up again, but like truly, it's just like, okay, it's diff. You've never seen anything like Hudson Williams before. The things he's doing, I think, running
Hunter
around.
Story, that body of yours is absurd.
Like Bad Bunny is like a whole different level of, oh, this is a generational talent.
That's a man right there. That's a man right there. Benito, I just love you so bad. It's very funny that like, as someone who I in my head I had the set list drawn out. I knew exactly what I wanted out of that performance, and I got it. And except La Mudanza, but it's okay.
We
Um,
look at that as well.
I would have loved Chambea too, but it's okay. I understand we're on a short timeline. And since we got Lo que pasó Hawaii, I can live without La Mudanza. But if you were gonna do neither one, I was gonna be mad. So um I was just overjoyed. And also, I've shared on this show before that, like, the schools that I went to until high school were very, like, they were Spanish immersion schools. They were very globally focused. We didn't do talent shows. We had festivals where we would pick a country and we would showcase different dances and foods for that country. And, like, that was our version of a talent show. So, growing up in all that kind of environment where it was mainly focused on, the Latinx communities, like, but also about the importance of understanding what it means to be like a citizen of the world without getting too OD. But like the very end, I was in shambles. When he was saying that he threw out más fotos, especially because he wasn't even really saying it, he was just feeling it. and all of those countries and all of the flags, and it's like to try to villainize so the most basic message of unity ever. Like we're not even pushing nothing. The most basic message of ever is crazy. And I'm gonna talk about Kid Rock in a second. I'm gonna put him aside because my bigger point, I want to make a point right here. There are two different schools of I'm gonna directly address Black folks right now. The majority of my timeline was positive and was in Camp A and was saying, you know what? I don't speak Spanish, but what I do speak is rhythm. This is fun and I feel it in my shoulders. And I love it. And even my grandparents were like, they're like, we don't know nothing. We don't know who this Bad Bunny is, but we know that the Republicans don't like him, so we're gonna turn on every TV to get those numbers up. And I said, yes, grandmommy and granddaddy, yes. So the vast majority of folks that I've interacted with are in this camp. What I don't understand is because I can't speak, like, this is not about white people. I'm talking Black people specifically. I don't really understand how you're able to see last year and Kendrick and the culture and what that means and be able to watch last year and to say, no, no, this one was for us. Like, this was not for, white people. This was supposed to be something that was bigger. This was for the culture. Don't understand how you can watch that last year and then this year turn on the TV and say, well, but I don't get it. Maybe, just maybe it's the same principle. This one's just not catered to you. And so I would challenge folks to internalize that as well. Like, and guys, y'all don't give me on my Bad Bunny rant, but for as much as just because you've never heard of somebody does not mean that they don't have motion. Bad Bunny is the biggest artist in the world right now. Like, that's not to say he's the most, that's not to say he's the most iconic artist or he's the most whatever. What I'm telling you is he's the biggest artist globally in the world. They would have been stupid to not get the biggest artist in the world to participate in the biggest show in North America or in the United States. That would have been dumb. He would have been dumb if he was willing to do it. So
I think also too of just,
and you saw it in the numbers.
I'm gonna hold your hands while I say this. I'm gonna hold everybody hold your hands while I say this. Black people, specifically Black Americans, have to understand that although the hardships that we face in this country are absolutely crazy. They are systemic. They have endured for centuries, and they still haven't been properly accounted for, and they continue to this day. At the end of the day, because we are Americans, specifically mainland Americans in the continental United States, there is a level of privilege that comes with that. Yeah, and yeah. I think that even though we face our own sense of oppression, other groups do face that as well. Does that mean that they are not capable of being anti-Black? Absolutely not. Some of them are, absolutely. But at the same time, the world is so much bigger than our corners in our community. And I love Black culture. We talk about it all the time. I love Black culture. Me too.
And the huge overlap between the folks that are Afro-Latino. Like, right. We're not just going to act like that don't exist. But, not you. You know what I mean? It's just like, I completely agree with you. Where it's just like, I just don't understand how you were able to make that distinction for last year and not able to say, whoa, well, this one's actually, that same thing, but to a different community and not understand the importance there, especially in a time where Latinx folks are under attack from every angle, which we will be addressing, folks. We have something to announce. Should we do that later? Should we do that now? I low-key feel like we should do it now. Yeah, okay.
Let's do it now.
So, you want to do it or you want me to do it? Guys!
Okay, guys. So, wait, I need
to... You did an English, I'll do it in Spanish. We'll be culturally...
Sure, whatever.
Come on, I'm trying to be inclusive. Don't say
I mean, yeah,
whatever.
no, I mean, I don't speak
I'm
Spanish, so
kidding.
I'm
I'm
just
kidding.
saying, like, you can do it. You should
No, you
say
do
it.
it in Spanish.
Me.
Yeah,
I can't do it in Spanish. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to
we'll
embarrass
practice.
myself.
We'll practice.
I'm about to say, why would I do that? What did why I got left off bad and bougie?
Why would I hop in a boot?
Stop sign. What are we talking about, guys? Please, at ease, at ease, at ease. Hold on. I need to pull this up and find what I'm looking for. Oh, well, it's not
taking
live
so
here.
long. Well, can you make it live?
Yes, I'm about to make it live.
I didn't mean. I feel like that sounded mean. I wasn't trying to be mean.
No. I'll be honest. A lot of times you are trying to be mean, but unfortunately, it motivates me.
I just don't realize ever. Like I'm always kidding, and then people be like, "That's kind of mean." I'm like, "Really? I thought we were laughing."
I can't say what I was about to say without myself sounding very incompetent, but it's fine.
Were you gonna call me a slur?
No, I was gonna call myself one actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
We see each other.
yeah. But okay, so also next week, guys, Sydney Money. Thanks. On that next week's episode
because hello, how are you?
Because it's technically before it starts. So our show next week. So just wanted y'all to keep that in mind. So next week, I turn 28 years old.
Woo! Damn.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I turn 28 on next Saturday, which means like obviously we'll see y'all again next Wednesday. But we have decided that we are going to run a fundraiser for the next what is it, 3 months? Is it 3 months? It's going to end up being 3 months. I think so, yeah. So it's going to end up being 3. I think so. I don't know. For 3 months, because both my birthday and Dani's birthday fall on like the 21st of our respective months, February 21st and May 21st. So we're going to run a fundraiser in between that time to raise money for causes related to immigrant justice and civil rights. So we are specifically, what did we write down? Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to look at it.
She don't even know.
I got it. The National Immigrant Justice Center and the Civil Liberties Defense Center. And so we're super, super duper excited about it. We have set a goal of, what do we set a goal of? Oh, $1,521. So that's the goal. We're super duper excited. We'll have like some more official launchy type stuff later on. But if you would like to go ahead and get a head start to donate, it's already live, even though we are not officially kicking off until next Saturday. But super excited. Yeah. Any words?
We should have put the link in the chat.
I just did.
Oh, okay. Que porfa me dan gracias con mi gramática porque ha sido demasiado tiempo, ¿ok? Entonces que tengan un poco de paciencia conmigo. Pero, nosotros quisimos hacer eso porque obviamente estamos viendo un tiempo en que, pues, la gente latina obviamente está bajo ataque constante en este país y obviamente más que este país, pero específicamente en este país. Entonces quisimos hacer algo para enfocar y ayudar y especialmente porque ahorita estamos viendo que hay programas como AEW en que hay mucha atracción en eso también. Y estamos viendo que hay por lo menos un poco de deseo de esa audiencia para hacer algo. Y si nosotros tenemos esa oportunidad para ayudar en cualquier manera, vamos a tratar de hacer eso. Entonces, no sé si vamos a tener éxito porque nuestra meta como $1,500. Ya sé que es muy será muy difícil, pero vamos a hacer lo mejor que podemos porque queremos hacer un poco de diferencia en una clima terrible política y social. Y también porque nosotros no somos latinos, ni ella ni yo somos latinos. Y queremos hacer algo que no solamente es para nuestra comunidad, pero sino también por nuestros vecinos. Entonces hay que cuidar uno al otro y ah, ayudar en cualquier manera que se puede. Entonces vamos a tratar de hacer eso. Si no tenemos éxito, que no ríen de nosotros, porfa. Pero vamos a tratarlo. We're gonna give it a shot. All right, kids, we're gonna give it a shot. Y por favor, como le digo, que no critique mi gramática ni mi vocabulario porque ha sido demasiado tiempo, como un año, por lo menos. Entonces déjame en paz, por favor. Pero that's what we're gonna do, folks. So if
Me dijiste latino. Yeah.
um,
Oh
but I
my
just
God, that was incredible. That's insane. Wow.
wow,
That's
so
crazy. I like obviously I know you speak it, but like
I feel like you get surprised every time. I'm like,
no, because you get down. Like like this ain't no conversational, get a couple phrases in. No, you get down to the
I'm
ground.
like, and if anybody speaks Spanish, they'll know that that was decently rough around the edges, but it's been a long time. So have some patience with me. We're getting back into it. But I kind of just added that, it's important to us to also engage with a cause like this because, well, one, like the show that we're doing a show for right now, that we're doing an after show for, like, has been getting a lot of traction in regards to this issue. And it's something that we feel very strongly about.
Right.
Also, for the fact that neither one of us are Latina, but
Exactly.
it's also important to take care of your neighbors. And sometimes that means addressing the needs of communities that you may not necessarily belong to.
Mhm.
And quiero añadir otra cosa. There are a lot of folks in pro wrestling with the capacity to do something like this who choose not to. We understand that it might be a little bit controversial. It shouldn't be. We understand that it might push the needle a little bit. But when have we ever cared? Name one time. Name one time.
I think also too, we're two people who have been deeply shaped by travel and immigrants and people from different cultures, and like I know like my life completely changed. I mean,
Oh yeah.
even like my wrestling platform period is built on different styles and cultures like outside of America and like the melting pot of all of those things. Some people who have come to America, right, and continue to entertain us and show us new ways of doing things. And so like I genuinely believe in the interconnectedness between people and different groups of different backgrounds and overcoming language barriers. I think wrestling is something that did that for me, discovering Japanese wrestling, discovering Mexican wrestling, discovering all of these different styles. And yes, I might not understand it commentary originally, or I might not always get like
but we speak graps.
Exactly, we speak graps.
Universal language of getting down.
Absolutely.
And I agree.
Think, the Super Bowl was kind of like reminded me a lot of that, of like kind of like what wrestling has meant to me, of just music is a universal language, connection is a universal language. Even if you might not understand things with your ears, you can feel it. And so this is super important. And we saw how well, like, the last fundraiser went. And I feel like we were able to do something really good to, help people. We raised what, $2,400, well over $2,400.
And with that, we were able, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, to that, with that, we were able to provide over 200 meals directly. I can just speak to World Central Kitchen, that went directly to Gaza. So we see that we can make an impact. Okay, that's not like obviously that's not huge in the grand scheme of things, but like it's better than nothing, you know? And like if all it takes is for us to like yap and like get on people's necks for a little bit
And
for us to be
because we're
able to
doing
make a
it for
substantive
free.
difference. We were gonna talk anyway, so we
We're
might
gonna
as
do
well
it
apply some pressure and try to do things for a cause. If we fall short of this goal, at least we gave it a God's honest try, and you know, it truly in a time like this where everything seems so like polarized, every dollar does matter. So if you are in a position to donate, please consider making a donation. We are considering this. It's going from Lyric's birthday on February 21st to my birthday on May 21st. It's going to be like our joint little birthday drive, our joint little birthday party. So if you care about either one of us, then please consider donating. I did see someone in the chat earlier mention that they would donate, but they were homeless. So
Oh, where's
I
where was
hope
it?
you're okay. I don't know, but I hope it was a while ago, but I hope you're okay. Um, yeah,
Oh, I didn't even see
but
that.
yeah, no, I hope you're doing okay. But
We're
yeah,
gonna
so
go outside. If and you watching us, I feel so honored. Truly, I'm just like watching us and you going through something.
it's a lot
I
of pressure.
feel honored. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is pressure, but I also feel
Does
honored.
this boost your spirits? Honestly, you know what I mean? Like I feel like you're probably going through enough. Like I
Man,
can't imagine that this would help.
bro, I
But
could really
I hope
look
you're
at
doing okay. I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to. Is this insensitive? I'm really trying to be. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for watching the show. Oh, folks, we get canceled. I really am sorry. Like I didn't mean it. Oh, okay. Chillin', chillin'. Love you. Okay. Okay.
okay.
It does wish your spirits. Hope you're doing good. We love you. Um, DM me. What's yeah. But yeah. Okay. So. We're gonna do that. February 21st to May 21st. Lyric and Danny's. What did we decide we were gonna call it?
Oh, it is the Lyric and Danny's Unfortunately Infinite Birthday Extravaganza that never ends for charity.
For charity!
We donated $100.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh
You
my
guys are
god!
secretly and I'm one of these days I'm gonna
It's
start
anonymous.
observing. One of these days I'm gonna start observing, and I'm gonna start tagging people that I think might be secretly rich. Um, so just keep an eye out. If you get a message from me, that's where it's coming from. Oh my God! Thanks, guys.
Super chat. $9.99 from Evolved0206. Happy Black History Month. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Do you want my kidney?
Everybody's so kind recently. Like these last couple episodes, man.
Like Loki, stop being so nice to me. I don't know what to do. Stop, guys. Like I don't know, honestly, and I feel that way kind of generally. I feel like Black Girl Wrestling's been getting like you guys have been so nice and providing so much like support and like kind messages and stuff, and I'm like, what have I ever done to deserve the kindness of the people? Thank you,
Oh
love
my
you.
Yes, I'm gonna post this link one more time. Again, we're not even formally kicking off until next week. So thank you, everybody who's donating early. We're super grateful. And we know that a lot of people who are going to be helped by this are going to be grateful too. We were able to do some really great work for Feeding America and World Central Kitchen right in time for the holidays, both domestic and abroad, which was really awesome. And so, yeah, really hope to continue that type of work. And like again, we're gonna yap on here anyway. We're gonna show our ass anyway. Might as well, make it matter. I think I sleep better with myself at night, feeling like, okay, maybe you're not a complete idiot who just
No, like I did say some crazy shit, but at least it was for a good cause, you know. Like yeah, maybe guys. Okay, because Lyric and I are also. Probably shouldn't tell you this until these things are formalized, but we're trying to think of like a fun like kickoff stream and then a conclusion, you know,
Mhm.
thing. So I'm trying to think of like some of the craziest stories of my life that I've been reluctant to share. But if we hit our goal, I have got some crazy shit to share with the class. Um,
Are you offering
crazy.
to yourself for the plot for charity?
I'm like, if I was willing to, guys, you just have to trust me. Lyric knows. You just
We're like
have to
shadow
trust
doxing.
me. Yeah, shadow doxing. Or like
Doxing.
maybe it'll be hypothetical and just don't like I don't know. But I'll try to keep it vague as possible. But Lyric, we gotta think of what can we give the people if we hit 15.
I mean, what do they want?
21.
Honestly, I kind
Yeah.
of is like, what do you want? Like, do you want like us to try to get like some type of special guest? Do you want us to get like
Yeah.
do you
That's
want
a
us
good
to
question we should
solve a
ask. Like,
conspiracy theory? Like, what do you think would be cool? Is that when you'll come out as Andrew Garfield? I have a question. How long do you plan to keep that picture up?
you know what? I have had
Black History Month, but
I thought I was gonna too, but here's the thing now, right? Like it's kind of twofold. One, it's still funny to me, which I know
it's still funny.
it's still funny to me. So I guess like when I feel like, but it has been funny because I feel like the past couple weeks I've been engaging in a lot of like discourse like surrounding women, and it's been a lot of like, oh bro, shut the fuck up. Excuse you, I'm a lady. And so part of it is like, okay, no, you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a fucking man. Why are you speaking on men's issues? One guess. One guess. You think Andrew Garfield runs this goddamn account? And you know what's funny is I also think it's funny because like there's so many cases in pro wrestling where I feel like it's men using like female wrestlers as their profile picture, and it's so rarely the other way around that I do find it funny that the bros think they talking to a bro and really it's big homie.
There was a part of the public that thought that MJF was Black Girl Wrestling for a while.
That's true. That's true.
Because it was so unfathomable for them that I think that the interview happened to where it's just like, all right,
it's got to be him.
The jig is up.
People still come on the comments and in my mentions be like, oh, I can't believe that she got away with this AI interview. No, I didn't. That's not
Didn't
true.
He repost it?
Yeah.
Also, too, you think that Olive Garden portion was AI? You think we could have made that up?
Guys, unfortunately, everything like I can't promise you anything from Black Girl Wrestling outside of authenticity.
Oh, Jalen, people thought you were white because MJF vendor request list. All right, it's funny because like new people, they were like, "Oh my gosh, like this is totally fake." Anybody who like has followed you for a while, they said, "Actually, I don't need proof. I know for a fact that's Dani." That is 1,000% Dani. That's something she would do. I don't even have to know her personally. I know for a fact this is the exact same Black Girl Wrestling we see clown on Twitter every day. Exactly.
But you know what? But you know what's good? It's called brand recognition, folks. I like that. I like that you think I'm consistent enough to like, no, that's pretty odd. She would do that. She would do that.
Points were made.
But yeah, guys, let us know if you have any ideas for these streams, whether it's story times, conspiracy theories, special guests. You just brainstorm for us because we're lazy.
We're so weird, y'all.
Honestly,
life is really bad. I'm sure it's life for y'all too, but it's just like when we come on here, like trying to find stuff to talk about, it's kind of like, don't get me wrong, I don't think we've really run out of anything. It's just kind of for like the special streams outside of Dynamite, we have to be a lot more creative than we typically do.
What my problem is understanding limits, because I can talk about anything for a long period of time, and anytime like there's a silence in my family or in like friendships or whatever, I'll be like, so let's all go around and share one time we were disappointed with the other people in the room. Like, and it's like, oh, okay, vibe killed. So that's like my natural instinct is just like to.
I've seen it up close enough times.
That's true.
You're not lying. She's not lying.
I will suffocate the air out of the room.
I think also
just because
it's so fascinating though, because like I rarely see like women do it, right? And like it's not even like, I feel like some men are like they're just unintentionally obnoxious, right? Like, and so when they suck the air out of the room, it's just because, oh my God, they're a shitty person. When you suck the air out of the room, it's because you did it on purpose, actually. Which I find so entertaining.
I can't help it.
And I think watching men react to it in real time, like of being outdone by the doer, it's always so entertaining.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Thank you. I like the amount of the rabbit holes that you've taken me down this week alone.
Guys,
just kind of I'll tell you this after. I can't tell you this after, but
my family calls me just like an emotional terrorist because anything that I like becomes something that everyone around me has to know about.
Academy's website today. What was I doing there? What was I doing there?
Oh my God. Shout out Chloe. I met her. She's super nice.
Business being there.
Guys, you know what? Two things. It was really funny because someone on Twitter earlier, we were like talking about the Dynamite Diaries, and someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, I'll see y'all at 59 minutes and 59 seconds when you finally start talking about Dynamite." And I said, "Oh, you got me."
Whatever, nigga.
Which is like we can't even. You right.
Fair.
Fair is fair. But I wanted to say, like, I'm not gonna get into it today. That is, you know what? I'll add that to the stream. When we talk about the stream, I'll introduce all of you to my good friend Nico Rosberg, and the lore that has followed his whole life.
You know what we should do? We should have a PowerPoint party.
Oh,
PowerPoint party, and we should pick a topic. We should do a virtual PowerPoint party. I think that'd be fun. I think so too. I don't know what I'll talk about yet. I'm scared of what you'll pull out.
My problem is I can't do anything. I can't do anything like moderately. So
we saw with the Osprey project.
That's true. Let's all kill ourselves. No, it's true.
Pause.
I gotta stop saying that.
Oh no, I'm not. Fuck that. Did you just smack yourself in the head on purpose?
With the writing of the Osprey. Oh, bro, I don't know, man. It's been a long day. Long day. All Elite Wrestling had a show today. It's called Dynamite. Well, it didn't. I'll tell you what, it didn't help the headache.
Now I have one. Thanks. Oh my God, my chest hurts. What is wrong with you?
I wish I knew. The doctors are still testing. I went in that bitch. They said, you got something new. Patient 0.
I'm one of one. Number one. The only one.
Only one.
Wow. I learned something new about you every day.
Derogatory.
That's actually really funny. Oh my God. Anyway, what else? Was there anything else to? Oh my gosh. I want to briefly talk about New Beginning in Osaka for all the New Japan fans here. Anybody?
I didn't watch it, so you go ahead.
Okay. I actually really liked the show. I think obviously you had two big departures on it. David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi. I think David Finlay was involved in one of my favorite matches of the night, which was versus Calvin Newman. And it was a very, I want to say like, I would say 70-30 match, you know, like he really did put Callum over. Like he got his ass cooked. Not gonna lie. Callum Newman, if you're still calling him an Osprey clone, you just don't watch New Japan. And that's okay, but just admit it, you know. I think that they very much position him like he's going to be the next top foreigner, which he should be. I think United Empire's in really good shape right now. Super excited for like the future. Obviously, you know what Osprey's coming back down the line, which is going to be interesting.
Who's that?
You know, just some guy from Essex. But that's going to be super interesting. David, I'm actually really interested to see where David Finlay ends up because, like, you know, at first people were like, "Oh, he's just a shoe-in to head over to WWE, because his dad is a trainer there. Obviously, he's the son of Fit Finlay. His brother's over there in NXT. And so sure. But I've also heard that AEW is making a play for him, which I think he'd be a better fit in AEW. I do. I just think that I think he's just progressed so much over the last 2 years specifically, and become one of the most dependable talents in New Japan and really put his star together to where I think going to a warehouse would be an immediate downgrade. Like, you went from being the second top champion in New Japan, a New Japan Cup winner, to wrestling Ricky Saints. I don't think so. I don't want to see David Finlay versus Joe Hendry, bro. I don't. I can't. It hurt me more than it hurt him. Truly, I think that would hurt. I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to watch. I wouldn't. Again, I'm sure, it's like, it's all part of a bigger goal. When y'all dreamt of wrestling, did you dream of WrestleMania or did you dream of Stand and Deliver? Let me know. Did you dream of Stand and Deliver? Or did you dream of WrestleMania? And I think I'm going to just leave it there. Hiromu Takahashi is going to be so weird without him. That was a really short match, but, they gave him a nice farewell at the end. He says, he said he'll probably come back at some point, which sure. He said he still has a dream of, he wants to be IWGP heavyweight champion one day, and he wants to do it as a junior heavyweight, but he has another goal and another belt that he's chasing. Maybe, hopefully it's Noah. If Hiromu goes over to WWE, I don't.
That would hurt me a lot. That would hurt me a lot.
That would hurt me so bad.
He is way too whimsical for Stamford, Connecticut.
They'll never get you. They'll never understand you.
No.
The real Andrade looked great. I will say, bro, Andrade out-ordered Gabe. We should have expected that, but
that's not a hard task.
Be real. Andrade been out, and I'm saying this because he's been up against so many stars lately, big stars, several of which are my personal faves. Andrade done out-ordered just about everybody. He didn't out-order Kenny, but he leveled up.
He competed.
Yeah.
I like the beat.
So I will say he ended up winning. The New Beginning USA card looks fantastic. We have Yota Tsuji versus Andrade now for the global belt. I think Andrade should win. Who else? Ricochet versus Taiji Ishimori for the AEW National Championship. Ooh. Knockout Brothers versus Gates of Agony. Holy fuck! I'll get to that in a minute. I want to get to Knockout Brothers in a minute. Athena versus Shuri for the IWGP Women's Championship. Good lord. Bolton Oleg versus Tomohiro Ishii for the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship. Good, just strong neck grab. No neck grabs. I like that. But the real thing that stole the show. Also shout out to New Japan. So Dominion is going to be streamed on network television in Japan, which is huge. Which means they have a lot of really positive momentum right now. I'm really into it. Main event was god awful. Jake Lee. I asked if you were a man or a mouse. You're a mouse. Yota Tsuji.
Can we get this cookie?
And then not even no, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't Yota Tsuji's best match either. And I think somebody on Twitter said it. I think it was King, but it's like a badly kept secret that Yota Tsuji's not an elite wrestler. He's an aura wrestler.
Yeah.
He's up against great people. He'll rise to the challenge and be great. Yes. But he's not, and that's why I've struggled to call him, oh yeah, he's the next ace, because I think an ace is expected to every night of the week. It doesn't matter if you're up against the jobbers. It doesn't matter if you're up against a star. You're supposed to level everybody up, and be able to pull them up. And I don't think that he's able to do that from an in-ring perspective. I haven't really seen it. And so that I think that's an ongoing challenge. But I also think it's a major setup to make his first defense against Jake Lee. I watched Jake Lee's entire Noah world title reign. It was not always good. Actually, it mostly was not a fun experience. Um, I don't get it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't get it, but I just hope and pray that we got that out of the way. So Dominion, we getting some good food. That's all I ask for. Um, that's all I ask for, because I'm like, the world title picture should not be this ugly right now. It just, everything else is really shaping up. Oh, the Never 6-man championships, awesome. You had TMDK, Zack Sabre Jr., Ryohei Oiwa, and Hartley Keep a Job Jackson. Thank you. And up against Bishamon and Boat and Oleg. Oleg and Bishamon retained, but
sorry. Yeah.
Oleg and Bishamon retained, but the 6-man belts, this is the best shape that they've been in since Okada, Tanahashi, and Ishii were champions. I love this 6-man division. The matches have been fantastic. I think y'all do need to give Zack Sabre Jr. his respect. I think he has been criminally underrated, and not only has he been responsible for like holding things together like in the ring, his mentors, like his underlings, I think are the best in the company. Fujita and Oiwa, oh my god. Good Lord. Hello. Also, what else was on the card? Drillo Maloney announced that he re-signed, which I think is a really great decision for him. Him and Shingo are going to remain a tag team as the War Dragons, which I think is a fantastic decision. World Tag League had a lot of makeshift teams, over the in this past World Tag League. You had like Shuji Ishikawa and El Desperado. There was David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi, which I'm really gonna miss. You had who else was I talking? Oh yeah, War Dragons like Drilla and Shingo and just a whole bunch of other makeshift teams, and they really worked out. A lot of them have been really good, so I'm glad that they're gonna get a stick together. I'm trying to think of yes, but the real crown jewel of this show. Listen, let me tell you something.
This I didn't see.
When I get off here, I'm probably gonna rewatch it one more again, because that New Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team Division in 2026, good Lord. This is take your shirt off at 4 a.m. and spin it around graps. I wish I was joking. Like, I'm talking about Knockout Brothers. And listen, here's the thing. Again, another person I asked the question, Shota Umino, are you a man or are you a mouse? He's a man.
Shapeshifter.
Bro, Shota Umino cut that pink out his head, took off them ugly pants, put the shorts on. We ended that Jinsei Shinzaki cosplay, and we grabbed that tag rope and locked in. Grabbing that tag rope saved his career. Him and Yuya, I didn't see the vision at first. I did not see the vision at first. I will admit that. But this tag team has done wonders for both of them. Like, I will say, like, that match, Knockout Brothers versus Shota and Yuya, it just really felt like a statement. Like, this is the youth. This is the young generation. This is them making their statement. It was a fantastic. Like, I have no words. Knockout Brothers retained. I'm totally fine with that. Especially, we'll probably see some, if not all, of these guys in New Japan Cup anyway. And I'm so excited to see like those combinations. But man, I can't say enough great things about it. And like the promo afterwards of like, listen, that Bumba Clot knee is problematic for me. It is. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not even the fact like I'm just always, it catches me off guard every time. I don't think it ever won't. But he's the voice of the future, like of the promos he's cut. I think probably he's done 2, I think, of the best promos this year of any company already. He has the audience. New Japan re-signing Knockout Brothers, I think, probably might have been the best decision that they made all year. The best thing, like, I don't know how much money they had to throw to get them to not sign somewhere else, but I'm glad that they made that investment because it's just been a huge game changer. And I think you've gotten your other guys over through it. And yeah, especially after tonight, I want to see Knockout Brothers versus Young Bucks this year. Like, what's so much like let's forget all this keeping people protected and like kumbaya. Like, no, let's get active. I'm trying to get negative. I'm trying to crash something.
And Matthew and Nicholas, you will be busy boys this year. All right. Which we will get into, but no. I agree with you. That was the only match that I went out of my way to watch because I was like, guys, I can't stay up for this one. But everybody told me that tag match was godly, and it was. Again, I went into it. I don't watch every single New Japan show. I really just tap in when people have already seen it and they're like, Danielle, this one's for you. So y'all vet the shows for me.
Scope the scenery.
Scope the scene for me. But I love the tag match. Shota Umino and I have an interesting relationship. But at the moment it's working. Don't change anything. Don't change anything.
I asked him for once, was he a man or he was a mouse? Last night he was a man. And I
stole that from Jalen.
I also stole it from Jalen.
I was gonna say I say it all the time now. And I always have to stop myself from saying like man or Muppet.
No, the thing I had to
Did you guys watch the Muppet Show? Sorry, go ahead.
No, to keep stopping myself from saying, like, and it happened last night during the Aaron Wolf match, which a lot of people were pissed off about. And I'm not saying that I'm not pissed off about. I want to be honest. I want to be clear. The how was questionable, but I do agree with the result. I do agree with taking the belt off of Aaron Wolf. And I actually don't mind it going to Narita simply because, of course, in a perfect world, I would love for House of Torture to like have left with Evil, but I knew that was never happening. So I know that they had to establish a new leader. I knew it was going to end up being Ren, and I knew that they wanted to do it quicker sooner rather than later. And also too, I just think like, don't get me wrong, yes, it's when Jalen be like, Gato thinks he deserves to live. New Japan thinks they deserve to live, and I think that is the funniest thing ever, right? But I think that Aaron Wolf was presented amazingly and during Wrestle Kingdom 20, and it's a moment that we'll always remember, we'll always cherish. It did exactly what it needed to do. But guess what? We need to be honest with ourselves. It's not sustainable. And if you've watched any of his stuff in between, and if you've watched even like some of the throws that he was doing before, at some of like the house show loops, bro, he's green as fuck. Like he's not champion level, like to be able to carry it for an extended amount of time. Like he's just not. And I think that that's okay because technically, remind yourself, he's technically a young lion. He's just got a lot of hype because he's an Olympic gold medalist too, which he deserves, right? But I think taking that pressure off of him as a champion and allowing him to really develop as a wrestler, I think it was the right call for right now. So I'm okay with the title change. How it happened, 2-minute squash, sure, whatever. I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's booking malpractice the way that everybody else was, because it's on brand for House of Torture. What you want? You thought he was gonna lose in like a 15-minute classic? Like, no, he can't wrestle that. Especially Evil was the only member of House of Torture who could get that type of match out of him. He was also his trainer, so that also made sense. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Aaron Wolf piece. But I'm excited to see what they do. As long as they nail the follow-up, which I feel like they don't have any choice but to, I think they'll be fine. But yeah, that tag division, New Japan tag division, Demon is home. Also, I would just be honest, across New Japan and AEW, and I'll throw CMLL in there too with Los Hermanos Chavez. I would like to see like a real tag team tournament, like we can do it, we can really get active. The parts are there. Tag team wrestling is alive and well. I think on both men's and women's wrestling, it's going to be a really big year for tag team wrestling. And I love the fact that New Japan is making tag team wrestling feel like main event wrestling right now, which I've always believed that tag team wrestling could do. And so I'm into it. But All Elite Wrestling had a show tonight. Did you have
All the
anything?
wrestling did have a show tonight. I was just gonna laugh because Alyssa definitely clocked our tea. When they were like, yeah, 59-59, when it's time to talk about all the wrestling show.
Never
But
said
hey,
she.
we have lots of important things to cover. And guys, I didn't even go into the major things that are taking over my life, which are Olympic ice dance, um, Bro Sadie's, as well as the Muppet Show, which was fantastic. If you guys haven't seen the Muppet Show revival that Sabrina Carpenter hosted, you're missing out. Shout out to
The
the Muppets.
Canadian men's hockey team is permanently embedded in my brain. I have been fascinated by the amount of times and ways that they've been able to call Sidney Crosby an ancient dinosaur.
Ancient
Wow.
prehistoric bitch. And Macklin Celebrity
Is
was
3 days
born
old.
yesterday. Like literally, they can't help themselves.
Did you see the video of them cooking together?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so precious. Like, bro, Sidney Crosby, yes, you are a, geriatric man. I want to put you in my pocket and carry you around with me.
Truly. Guys,
you
I
are.
was late to get on this link because I was watching Sidney Crosby Thirst Traps. You want me to lie? You want me to lie?
My bookmark's looking crazy, but I can't admit it until
We
March 1st.
can't. Okay, hold on. We gotta move on. All the wrestling had a show tonight.
We can't admit it until March 1st.
No. That's Women's History Month. In March, we're allowed to talk crazy about everybody.
Right.
But until then, my sister, we must right the ship.
At ease, my queen. At ease.
All the wrestling had a show tonight. It was called Dynamite. It kicked off with who else?
Oh my God, y'all! I want you to know. I turned on the TV. I said, "Whoa, All Elite Wrestling! You gotta prep me for stuff like that first. You can't give to a dry like that."
Take it out. It's hurting.
Wow!
Whoa!
Oh my!
Yeah. Look, I was literally. I think it's sweetest. I was making brownies, and I was like, guys, let me know when Kenny's here. And everyone said, take it out, Kenny's here. And then when Cal Fletcher's music hit, I burned the fuck out of my hand because I was trying to take the brownies out, and all I heard was protest. So Kenny, thank you for being there. We love you bad. He came out, had his promo segment with Swerve. This was fantastic, especially for two guys who are not known for who I wouldn't consider the best on the mic out of that company. You knew at least I was nervous about what Kenny would say. I felt like I had a good estimation of where Swerve was gonna go. I also think it's the funniest angle in the world to be like to take that bait of being like, oh well, you weren't even fucking here, right? Because I was dying. I think it's so funny when other wrestlers say that to Kenny, and then you fucking left us. Right. When I was in the hospital for months. You're right. You're right. I should have been here. But then
oh, go ahead, keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say, really gagged the fuck out of him. He said, "You can call yourself a god, but whose church is it?" And that gagged the fuck out of him. But it also had me equally as gagged when Kenny was like, "I don't call myself a god. They call me that." And I was like, but also, that's not true. As someone, as someone who's a close Kenny Omega follower for a long period of time, you'd be like, I never called myself the god of pro wrestling. All men do is fucking lie, bruh.
He lied, but the thing is, unfortunately, I'm one of the people he pointed to who said, "Yeah, hell yeah,
it worked."
It worked.
I'm with you, probably, yeah.
Kenneth by God Omega. Let me tell you something. I just there are so many moments in wrestling where I'm just like, this is really good and like this is awesome and like I really feeling it. I was watching that whole exchange and I said, man, I don't think I'm gonna survive his retirement, aren't I? I said, I don't think I'm gonna survive it. I said, bro, Kenny Omega, I don't think I'll ever love anybody the way that I was.
We literally were. Why would you say that? We're having a good time. You got to bring up the R word.
It's just the fact of like, I can't imagine the game without him in it. Like he said, yeah, I don't gotta call myself the god of pro wrestling. He said these
He
people
did
know.
not. I want to clarify. Kenny Omega did not say nigga to Swerve during Black History
No, he
Month.
didn't. No,
that
he
was a
obviously
self-insert.
it was a self-insert. Obviously, it was. Oh, obviously, he didn't say it.
I just.
We'd be having completely different conversations.
You imagine?
I'm not gonna lie. We would have had to cancel the show. We just had.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and not just this week. Probably permanently.
At least for the rest of Black History Month, I'll take that.
Cannot come on the camera.
But
oh,
no,
God.
This was amazing, and even too of just I realized the part that really got me so hyped and just so like I felt like so out of body was that I know this is just the beginning, bro. This is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg because they just waiting for Hangman to lose to Andrade. But next week, when they said they giving us to the match, I said for free. And let me tell you something, Kenny Omega, he's such a gracious ruler. He's such a gracious ruler. He giveth and he taketh away. He said, "I'm sorry, my loyal subjects. I do have to go to my little video game thing for Revolution. So as a consolation prize, I will give you the Revolution match for free. Mwah. On live television. We'll give it out."
Can I add though? You know what? You know that clip? I think I don't know. Is it Kim Kardashian? She's like, nobody wants to work anymore. Get your fucking ass up and work. I am like, nigga, if you don't lock in and clock in, what the fuck? Talking about, oh, I've got prior commitments. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
He said that don't matter. But
yeah,
no,
don't matter. Get to work, bitch.
That also plays to what Swerve said. Just like, brother, you an EVP. This is Executive Kenny. Because imagine another top wrestler saying, no, I can't work the pay-per-view. I got to go to my video game convention. And everybody said, okay. Yes, Kenny.
Well, wait.
Yes, we'll give away this match that could have main evented and sold out a pay-per-view. We'll give it away to people for free, Kenny. Well,
but you know what? I don't love it. I mean, I understand it. I also think it's just one of like AEW has so few first time ever matches left that it's like I don't love the fact that this one is, well, they're all free to me because I love to hop on a ship, if you know what I mean. But I usually pay for the pay-per-views, honestly. I'm not gonna confess to a crime, actually. I caught myself.
I will say, yeah, the willingness to give it out on TV though is showing me it's not going to be the first time. It's going to be
no, it's not going to be the last time at all.
I said,
it shouldn't be.
They're going to add Hangman in there, and so like eventually that's going to happen, which I'm into. I think that makes sense. You know, for
I think so too.
It makes sense, and even too like they alluded to it a bit. Like, you know, in their promo against each other, just like, my friend burned your house down, etc.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're not saying his name.
And that's it. Suddenly, everybody's so scared, and also too, Swerve is so funny because he's trying to act like, yeah, Kenny, I've never liked you. You're a liar. And he said,
you just made that up. You just made that up.
I did team up with you during Anarchy in the Arena, and I was hanging out with you. I did, but
you're mad because you realized that your boyfriend was married. That's all that is.
And boom, and there it is, which is actually really hilarious. Like, when you really break down like why they're fighting and why they don't like each other, even now, especially not because neither of them ended up in the number one contenders race of just like. Is when you're not even fighting over the title right now.
No.
You're not over the title. You're fighting over a man.
Yeah. Put him in a shark cage. Hang around the thing. And you know what?
Kenny. And I also, too, my GOAT is so manipulative. And I saw the old Kenny Omega really come back because even like the way that he's like, and talking to me, I don't care whose house it is. You know, a real star. He said, yeah, I'm a real star. And so what? You did all that, and I came home and listened to these people. Demon is home. I'm coming. This is my company. So this is my belt, and that is my bitch. I don't know.
And you know what? That's really all it is. It's like, you know, y'all ever been or observed a situation in which, someone might be in a somewhat loving, somewhat happy, maybe committed relationship. But as soon as that ex want his bitch back, that's what happened. Kenny came home and Kenny said, I want my bitch back, and came and snatched her man.
No, he didn't even say it. He walked out of there. He didn't even
pointed at him and said, come home to me.
He said,
my crew, let's go.
Jayla, exactly. You Swerve not realizing he can't out manipulate. Master Manipulator 3000 is gonna fuck him over bad. Brother, you are about to lose your polycule, brother. Lock in. This is the problem. Kenny has already set up a situation with all the people in his life to where y'all all of you start at number 2.
Yes.
All of you start at number 2. That's what everybody's fighting. Second place.
Competing for an affair.
Second.
That's what it is. You realize how silly you look? Running around trying to be the mistress?
He's gotten people to compete for the last, almost 10 years?
Y'all know what kind of motion that is.
For second place, and they're still taking the bait. They're still taking the bait. And it's so funny. It's embarrassing, actually, for y'all. But it's funny to me. Everybody's fighting for second place, and y'all are continuing to do it. And Kenny has put people in this corner of, if you want any part of me at all, you have to accept that you're going to be a part of the team. And Swerve is trying to figure out, how did I end up in the Elite Matrix? I didn't even directly interact with these people for as much as everybody else, but I am somehow stuck in the Matrix.
It's like, you ever hung out, like, y'all ever been at college and you're hanging out with, you meet a new group of people and you're like, wow, everybody's so cool. Like, wow, this is so great. And then you realize, oh, okay, so they're dating and they're dating and they're dating. I think they're trying to recruit me for this polycule. But Swerve didn't realize until it was too late. And now their mess is your mess too, brother.
You spent All In wrestling the Bucks. You spent the build to All In as far as part of the Ospreay Hangman triangle. Then you end up taking your break. You come back. You and Hangman decide to be allies, because sure. And everything was going all peachy and great when the only people you had to beat up was Hook. And then suddenly, oh my God, I think I just will never forget watching Dynamite that day, of just like, you had Hangman and you had Swerve standing in the same ring, which is already a novel concept, obviously. I never expected that, like, oh yeah, we just got to add Kenny Omega in here, right? Because obviously it made perfect sense as soon as he came out. Like, oh, this is going to make this story click, like, immediately. And it did, right? Like, it was just the perfect through line. But I don't think anybody particularly expected it, which makes it even more, I think, feel realistic, because I think the audience feels exactly how Swerve felt. Of like, what do you mean he's back? What do you mean he's healthy? Last y'all said he was dead. y'all said
truth is sometimes.
Y'all said that he was and y'all said he was on death's door. What do you mean Kenny Omega is back, looking good, wrestling good, and talking
Big
like
mama, big mama. Guys, I'm just overjoyed. This is good food.
Real stars too, of just like, a lot of these are like, that crowd was rabid, like they were frothing at the mouth, bro. Like, and
as they should be,
as they should be. Like, this is a real, I think, and I think the last time I think that we've gotten really close to it, feeling that way, is I think the Hangman Ospreay, of just like, because these are two really huge first time encounters, like first time programs, between like like obviously there's several top guys in AEW, but like those are the top guys.
Yeah.
The franchise versus the God. This is real. I think it's great. I'm excited for the match next week. And I know that no matter how good it's going to be, they're going to give
just the beginning.
Just the beginning. Like this is going to be amazing. I'm super excited. What was next on Dynamite?
Are we only able to hit the major points? Because, guys, my headache, I feel like Katsuyori Shibata just kicked me in the head.
Oh, you could have stopped at Katsuyori Shibata and I would have known. Wow.
Oh, yeah. They took my brain out my body, bruh.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what's major highlights. Okay. More Ospreay teasers and Wembley tickets went on sale.
William Peter Charles. Can I first say, bullying does work. Because earlier this week I said, AEW, are you lying about Wembley? Because it was starting to seem like you was lying about Wembley. Because where are those goddamn tickets? Tickets are officially on sale. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I would like to go, but we'll see.
If Kenny Ospreay is the main event, I don't see a situation where I don't try to move heaven and earth to be there. I'm gonna just be real. And also too, apparently there's a festival that weekend, and it's gonna be one of the tour dates for Baby Keem's new album. I'm into it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't care about Baby Keem enough to like.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't fly to London for that festival, but it does sweeten the pot if I was already planning to go to London that weekend.
I understand that. I really want to go to Ireland. And
go? What
I low key, I'm trying to be like, well, can I just like go to All In for one day and then like go to Ireland after?
I would be down for that.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Or I'll just go for my birthday and like tell no one and just like be in Ireland. So I don't know. Who knows? Okay. All Elite Wrestling, it depends on what you provide for me. What I will say is that goes hand in hand. They're trying to tell you in every way possible, William Peter Charles will be there. He will be there. Back-to-back teasers, back-to-back weeks. They said, go ahead, get your tickets.
We saw more Ospreay than we saw MJF tonight.
Which should tell you something. We got a show to sell, baby.
And here's the thing. I think that's totally good in the sense of like, bro, MJF I think is doing great work right now. And the best thing that you can do for him is keep this reign short and sweet. You know, like,
oh yeah, you dropping that belt to my goat.
Yeah, don't.
And then my goat dropping that belt to the Billy Goat.
Don't try to be a hero. You know, don't try to drag this out, brother.
It's gone really well so far.
Absolutely,
really well so far.
Really well.
Let's
let's
not tempt fate.
Not claps, but snaps. One snap. It's topped, you know.
William Peter Charles, do your stretches. Do them stretches.
The TNT title match was fabulous.
It was.
The fallout, brother, I'm gonna be honest. Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher have been fighting since the Biden administration.
Before that.
Tell me that the only person with Kyle Fletcher and any Stardom fans in the chat will probably agree with me. I've said this a while ago. Kyle Fletcher and Rena are the exact same wrestler, and they occupy the same spot in their respective promotions. And what I mean by that is that they are these really, really young prodigy talent who aren't just, oh my gosh, these people are going to be prodigies, like they're the future. They are very clearly, like right now, like today, a top 5 wrestler on the roster. But because they're so young and because you've already promised all these other people pushes, it's going to take them a long time, and it's simply the line of succession to get their turn. And in the meantime, they just doing busy work, and it gets so exhausting. Because brother, Kyle Fletcher best in the world.
It is, you know what? Truly, all Elite Wrestling, you can tell they think they deserve to live. Um, this is outlandish because, fine, having Kyle Fletcher win before Grand Slam Australia, interesting premise, period. Probably would have had him win in Australia, but whatever. I also don't think I would have put the belt on Ciampa for 2 weeks, if this was what was going to be the result, especially if we were just going to go back to Mark Briscoe, which is what we were doing in the fucking first place. Why are we doing 7 rounds of something that was settled after 3? It was settled.
Ladder match, bro. Bro, we doing a ladder match, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the matches. I don't think that they've had a bad match yet. They have incredible.
I agree.
And it's actually
it's crazy. Lazy though. It's lazy booking.
And it's lazy for both guys because I think Mark Briscoe could be doing something else. I think Kyle Fletcher could be doing something else. I think that they make the best out of what they've been given, of course. But bro, and here's the thing. I think Ciampa, I think he maximized his minutes, right? Like, you know, anywhere else he wasn't going to get no type of title reign. So 2 weeks or not, he made it a fantastic 2 weeks. He had 3 incredible matches, you know, and so shout out to Tommaso Ciampa. You are now one of my elite employees. You are now one of the crazy ROH white boys on the roster. You sit next to Roddy on the bus.
You're not a client to me yet, but I do some consulting. It just hasn't been long enough for me to take on a client.
We'll talk about my retainer fee.
Like I get it. I just, and Tommaso Ciampa, like, everything that he's done so far in AEW has been great. So it's not a knock to him. It's just like the whole thing is just like odd. Because why do that if you're gonna go back to? It's funny because it's like you literally you went back to the exact same feud. You didn't even pretend to do something else. Kyle Fletcher got that belt back and went back to exactly what he was doing with the belt, when he had the belt the last time. That's lazy. And I can already hear.
Sorry. First before we read this.
I was going to say, I can already hear people being like, oh, what about when the Elite and Death Triangle went 7 rounds? The difference was, there's 2 differences. One, you knew from the jump that was going to be 7 rounds.
Correct.
You knew that.
And it was in close succession. It was in close succession. You knew these were all going to happen right now. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. With this Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe thing, we have been pretending like it was over since round 3. We've been acting like, okay, and this is the last one. And then you did that shit 4 more times. Great matches. Undeniably great matches. But now we feel like we've seen everything. You've had thumbtacks and you're pro tussy. You've had everything that you could have in all of these matches. And I'm supposed to look at this shit for a ladder match again and say, I think also too,
I'm excited to see it. I don't, it's lazy. What do we do? Come on, do something else.
I'm also cool on ladder matches, bro. Like, I really am not really enthused by ladder matches anymore. I
love a good ladder match.
I love a good ladder match, but I feel like American wrestling did so many of them to where it just got really redundant for me. And so it has to be like excellent, godly.
Funny enough, that's how I feel similar in different ways. It's kind of how I feel about a strap, what's it called? Stipulation. Not that it's overdone, but just that I feel like a lot of the matches are very similar. So I have a hard time getting into it. But I will say this really upsets me. It really pisses me off. Kyle Fletcher was too talented to find himself in booking purgatory again. You better have a fucking answer for it. And that belt better be proto pink.
Oh my God, yes. Now I did think that too. If he's gonna do this again, especially since you going to Australia and you getting your heroes welcome, bro, turn that belt pink, brother.
You will get jumped.
Correct. Like I do want to see it pink. Like I'm actually not playing about that at all.
I'm
Um,
literally not playing it out. It needs to be proto pink on my desk by Saturday. Thank you.
so serious. Yeah,
Ask Jack Perry to help you out.
yeah. But yeah, I just think, and also too with the Okada and Takeshita stuff going on right now, you have like Takeshita, I think is going to win the Continental title, which he should. Okada has the international title, and Kyle's in the middle. But honestly, you need to be challenging one of those people, like really,
Yeah.
rather than trying to put. You know, you need to do something. AEW knows they need to do something with all three of these people. And rather than actually, because I guess they're trying to do this slow burn of it all, but it's like, bro, we've been slow burning forever. And like, can we get can we get somewhere? Like, I'm kind of done with all like the subliminals. Like, let's actually get somewhere. These people need to be wrestling each other. You know, these
The
people.
thing is, like, I feel like we've been sometimes AEW, I think, will convince you that there's this big slow burning, which there is, but the true answer is they don't have an answer yet in terms of
Correct.
where this will end. And you're like, okay, pull the trigger. Like, why aren't we doing the matches yet? Because they're not actually sure when, where, or what to do after.
Correct.
So this feels like one of those situations where it doesn't feel like, at first, it definitely felt like an intentional slow build. Now it feels like a, well, we got to
I
figure
think
out
also too,
what's
if
next.
and if Mark Briscoe actually wins this weekend, I will know for a fact that they were just waiting for they were just trying to put Kyle in a holding pattern for the Australia show so they can get the Continental belt on Takeshita so they can finally do something. Which there has to be an easier way to do some of these things. It just
There
has to
has to.
convince me. But our super chat, thank you, Jalen. 1999.
Thanks, Jalen.
First super chat of Black History Month. Number one, people are being
We
odd.
should be able to cash out by now, right?
I'm about to check. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
they don't give us a full tally until the end, so they don't like update until like the end of
No,
the
no,
month.
no. I just meant I
Oh
was
yeah, no, I'm just saying we should by the end of this month, but yeah, they don't give us like the full.
yippee.
So between this week, next week, and the week after, we should definitely be
Guys,
able to.
that's so nice.
So kind. But first super chat of Black History Month. Number
Thanks.
people are being odd about Thekla winning, and I don't get that dramatics. Despite the end of her stardom run, she's a great worker. I agree, and I think also I've always seen the vision with Thekla. She was admittedly like one of my first really big interviews. Even at the time when other people didn't see it as big because she was in stardom. Like I got to talk to her in Japan, and when she talked about wanting to make her presence known, overseas, and like I always saw her star potential. She's so cool. She, like she's been in a band, like she's an artist, she's really creative. She has she designs all of her gears, and she has a really strong command over who she is and her character, that I've always found super cool amongst women's wrestlers, especially when so many people in the States are trying to be who other people want them to be, but she knows exactly who she is, and I think that really shines through. And so I also think
I'm one of the people being weird about it. So
here's the thing.
go ahead.
I think that some people want to blame Thekla, and I think like that's not fair. I think there's two problems at hand here. I think the real problem is that yes, AEW has a very, especially when it comes to the women's division, when they find their flavor of the month, it's over for everybody else, and that's just the truth. Especially for people who've been here for a long time. And I think like once Thekla got signed, we saw it kind of with Mariah, we see it with Harley. There's maybe it's the blonde thing, I don't know. But I will say it. I 100% identify with the frustration that this person who was signed less than a year ago is already world champion, and this is the second time that this has happened in 2 to 3 years. And Willow Nightingale and Athena, and hell, even Mercedes ain't touched the world title yet. I 1000% agree with that. However, I can't sit here and act Like, and also too, the way the Stats reign was handled, I don't think that AEW did their due diligence, for her,
Yeah.
to be able to really support her strengths. And I think that 100% is deserving of criticism. But when it comes to Thekla, I believe she maximized every opportunity that she was given, and in a way that, I'm gonna be honest, the other two people I mentioned didn't. I think that there was a lot of times where, Mariah didn't perform this strong before winning the world title. Harley wasn't this strong of a worker, before they belted her up with like the tag titles and like the major push. And even like heading into Grand Slam Australia last year, Thekla is elite. She's a real elite world class wrestler, and I think and talent. And I think that she maximized every opportunity. And so I do believe she earned it. Would I put the title on her this early? No. But
I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I would I put the title on her this early? No. Simply because like I do believe in the order of succession. I do. Like same thing kind of we talk about like what Kyle Fletcher's experiencing right now. Like unfortunately, yes, you do have to wait your turn. Yes, Kenny do gotta win it again. Yes, Osprey has to win it. Like it's just we do take turns. Like we take turns. I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from. I definitely do. I would say my issue with Thekla winning is kind of it's multifaceted. It's more so the frustration of, like you said, the way Stat's reign went, knowing that Stat waited so long to have this reign and it yielded so little for her. She is not better off after being world champion than she was before, which should never be the case. It was not a particularly memorable reign, and AEW did not help her or set her up for success in any capacity. Her strength is wrestling. You barely had her wrestle. Um, I also think with coupled with the fact that I don't love, I really, really don't like that we act like for some reason that belt is out of Willow's reach at all times. Like it seems like even when we're not quite sure what to do with the women's world title, the answer for some reason is never Willow Nightingale. That really frustrates me and really upsets me, and it's a little ridiculous, especially considering the fact that one of the very few stories that AEW had running in the women's division is between Stat and Willow. And so for us, for that to not lead to Willow getting her first ever world title reign is incredibly frustrating. And I will say the other added element, and the reason that I feel like people might not necessarily be receptive to Thekla in this capacity is because you put her with fucking Julia Hart and Sky Blue. And so if you're trying to make her seem like she is this, you have to keep in mind, she hasn't been here so long. She hasn't been here too long. You're trying to tell us she is this elite talent, she is this best in the world caliber, and then you see the people that you're saying are her peers, or these are the people that you're saying this is her group. And it's like, no, I don't take Julia Hart seriously. I don't. And her being so close now to the world title picture when somebody like Willow isn't, it's very frustrating. I look at this and I'm like, it feels like again, just redundant, lazy booking. It felt like you looked at this and you said, this stat thing isn't working. Got to get the belt off her. And this, honestly, it's no, like, I'm not trying to be particularly mean to Thekla. I think Thekla's a good worker. I don't think she's a great worker. But I don't think that that means you can't be world champion. It just feels like the way that we got here was incredibly convoluted and lazy. Not her, the booking was
yes,
incredibly convoluted and lazy. And I think that, oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like the added element of, I think people's frustrations with her winning the title is really just underscored by everyone's frustration with the booking of the women's division, period.
absolutely, 1000%.
Um,
It
so
didn't have
I do think she's gonna unfairly get a lot of that, directed towards her. But it's like, how are people supposed to take this world title seriously? How are people supposed to take her seriously when the way that it's been dealt with has felt so deeply unserious?
any. The match started at 10:02.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The match started at 10:02. Like
You're doing a world championship
so
match, a title fucking change after the show is ended. That's crazy.
It's just at this point and it just goes back to not having a mid card, but it's just like, bro, we got people in places that they shouldn't be. Like this was said, Chloe said this, Kris gets the Hangman treatment. Absolutely. Kris is and I will say the thing that Hangman has that Kris doesn't is that at least Hangman will get the chase.
Yeah,
like this superior godly chase, right? The reign might be like less, but he'll still have the chase, and that's where he gets the investment. Kris didn't get a chase. She literally won a 4-way with a sneak pin, with a sneak pin, and over Toni Storm. And I think like that, she didn't even get a chase, And I think like, yes, is she not a great talker all the time? Yeah. But she was not put in this situation to succeed. And if you know somebody is like a better wrestler than they are a talker,
and you already knew that.
She could have wrestled more, but unfortunately, AEW only allows one women's match per show. And so it's frustrating. And I agree with everything you said. I think and you said this too, Thekla is getting going to get some of the criticism. It's not her fault. Like, I think she was asked to do a job. She did her job.
She did her job. And congratulations to her. I also think it's funny because like I knew she was winning before the bell rang. Her face was so well. I knew she was winning from a booking perspective, but I knew she damn sure wasn't losing when I saw her face as soon as she came out and before the bell rang. She could not hide it. So clearly she's excited about it, and like congrats to her. It's just AEW's women's division has always been frustrating. I think having someone have their first and highly anticipated world title reign end this way, it's on free TV, mind you. It's shitty, it's lazy, and AEW, All Elite Wrestling, you will pay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, like it just goes one of those things is, will you pay now or will you pay later? During free agency, who knows?
Can't even blame her.
It's one of those things to where like I saw what y'all gave to Britt Baker, bro. I saw how many times and effort that you gave to Britt Baker for giving absolutely nothing, and I hate to even bring her into it, but like that's just the truth of just like Stat has given both her ACLs for this company.
Yeah.
And came back better than ever. Of just all right, y'all. Like it gets to a point, and
now you have Willow, who's been waiting for years,
and she got to wait at least now too, because I think Mercedes is gonna take it off Thekla.
Yeah, and it's just
as she should.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And I just think that, it's so unfortunate. Also, Jalen said All In Ticks on sale next month. Euro Summer planning begins now. Hell yeah. Absolutely. I need a Euro Summer so bad. I miss it. Michael Allen Lewis, thank you for your super chat. 7952, $5. Watching Stat tearing up on TMZ about not being able to connect with the fans only to lose tonight sucked. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even really watch the video because I know I've always had a soft spot for Stat, and I think like I don't think that people be like, oh yeah, she's not getting over. They didn't try, bro.
They did not try.
Like, she did, like that gimmick change wasn't even on screen. It was just like, oh, she popped out with a world title with a new entrance and everything. It was like, yeah, like sure. Like, and then you put her in. I'm gonna be honest, like what I kind of hope is that I saw like Jamie and Alex saved her tonight, which I think those two together are fabulous.
Me too.
Honestly, I think that Stat might fit better with that group than she does with Willow and Harley.
100%.
I really hope that she gets to stick with them because these bitches don't play about nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I really like the brawl.
I'm excited for that.
I like the brawling birds. I like how y'all get down. Y'all don't play about nothing.
Which is what we've said that the women's division has been lacking for so long. We just want people to, matter of fact, let's fight. Yes. Let's
Exactly.
fight.
So I really hope that she gets to stay more on that side of things. Of just, I think Willow and Harley are going to lose the belts. I think like Stat and Willow just need they need a reset. And they both need a reset. And Willow still has the belt right now, and I'm saying that she has 2 belts right now. And she needs a reset. You know how crazy that is for somebody to have 2 championships and need a reset.
Yep.
That is nuts. Especially
Ollie Wrestling, you will pay.
It's just we have too many, and like I'm not trying to like shit on anybody at all, because I think everybody has value in their own way. But it's just like, bro, we got people next to titles that that have no business being next to it. Like what you were saying about like Sisters of Sin, especially like bro, Julie. It's like with Hook, right? Like when Hook appeared,
oh brother,
in the title picture, like, and then late tonight in the tag match. Oh my god!
Let's talk about the tag match. Let's shift gears. Let's talk about the tag match.
Oh my god! About this was very black, and then the white man
featuring the Young Bucks. Yes,
featuring the Young Bucks. But no, shout out to the Young Bucks. This is a great match. They got a beautiful Ontario homecoming in California.
But you know what I got? Congratulations to the Young Bucks. We love you. We love you. Shut!
What we want. Shut. Bro, I will say, that just made me feel so good, man. Like Private Party, like obviously we can't control anything that happens, and like I was going to wish them well wherever they ended up, just because like those are real OGs. I care about those guys. Like those, like, you know, I'm invested in them. You know, there can be criticism about like, you know, the like, you know, matches or stuff like that, but I believe in them, and I love Private Party.
I've always loved Private Party.
Always gonna be down for Private Party.
And you know what? Y'all can't all get in.
They look great. They've gained some weight, gained some muscle. They look awesome. And
I think I think Private Party is like a prime example of like when you're looking for depth, you look for teams like Private Party, you know, and I think that, like you said, I was prepared to just wish them well, because I really do like Private Party. Did it always connect? No. Did it always land? No. But when they're on, I think they're incredibly fun to watch. And sometimes not everything has to be so much more than that, you know. I have to stop myself every time from like thinking of when they had Matt Hardy own Isaiah Cassidy's contract. It's Black History Month.
Bro, it's so funny because, bro, he used to be like, he got my contract. What we're going to do. And also, I'm so excited to see them get back into the vlog game, because, you know, everybody's vlogging. Yeah. Bucks are vlogging. Aminado's vlogging. Speedball.
I want to see DG in those Private Party vlogs again. Thank you.
But yeah, it was so good to see them. And also, too, this was like the perfect match to return. Like,
absolutely.
Bucks, Rascals, Private Party. It just felt like a party. It felt like a party, which made it even more frustrating that on the other side of this, the champs are FTR. It's not working, bro.
I literally forgot that FTR were the champs until I heard that music hit. I was having so much fun, and I said, "Why would a man be there? Why would FTR be here?" Like, and then I said, "Oh, brother." I also think I was just gonna add, we're gonna be watching the Rascals v Private Party a lot, so everybody get used to it. It's a future I'm excited to live in, but oh my God, Baldy Glocks as champions. I'll tell you what. I know a lot of people feel a lot of ways about doing FTR Bucks again, and I understand, because we've done it a lot. It's slaps every time, but we have done it a lot. But if the Young Bucks don't win, we are storming Jacksonville, Florida, like it is January 6th. There is absolutely no world in which the Young Bucks do not take this belt off FTR. It's truly unfathomable.
We coming for number 4.
Count them.
We want number 4.
That's an outlandish proposition that simply cannot exist. Coupled with the fact that it was I was watching this match, I was having so much fun, I was living my best life. Camera gonna pan up to Hook. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of bullshit are you trying to fucking sell me? Hello? Hello?
Baby, I got sick to my stomach. I said Hook, and they talk about leader. Every time I think about the prospect of Hook leading,
there's only one person in the ops, and it's Katsuyori fucking Shibata. And you want to tell me that Hook is in charge?
I think also too, like, bro, you got to think. Katsuyori Shibata has his actual dojo graduates on this roster. His actual sons actually work here. Kevin Knight works here. Clark Connors now works here. Gabe Kidd is going to work here. And all of these people, even if you have qualms with their work, I think we can all agree they all bet. I mean, miles, eons better than Hook. Just on a whole different planet. It's a whole different planet. What are we saying? And also, too, I know some people started giving out theories. No Hook, we not doing no recruiting. Hands off, private party.
That's what they're gonna do.
Oh my God, I might.
Which genuinely makes me sick to my fucking stomach. That is an outlandish proposition. This is you know what? Sometimes AEW is so funny because you'll look at something like the men's world title picture and you'll say, wow, this is so well booked. There's so many intricacies going on and there's so many storylines to follow, but somehow they all make sense and they all work together. And then you'll watch something like the women's world title picture or a situation in which Hook is leading fucking Katsuyori Shibata trying to recruit Private Party, and you'll say, oh, so we just all bullshitting. We all throwing ideas in a hat, switching it around and fucking picking. Because
I hope and pray that Swerve comes to get Private Party. Because like they're teasing like reforming the Mogul Embassy. And
you simply must.
You please Swerve, please. It's Black History Month, nigga. Help.
You cannot let this happen.
Swerve, please. Please.
And you know what? To get on Hook again, I just feel like I've never in my life have I seen a pan up to somebody in the audience and felt less. They showed Hook on that screen and I said, who cares? Who fucking cares? We're watching good high quality graphs and they're like, oh, Hook looking to recruit.
They said the whole gonna love this.
Who is that for? And that's what gags me about Hook. Like, there's a lot of stuff that AEW does top to bottom that you're like, even if it's not for me, like, I understand why you put the belt on Baldy Locks. It's not for me. I understand it. It has its place. It has its purpose. Who the fuck is the target demographic for a Hook-led faction? Who is buying those shirts? Who is buying those tickets? Taz is one sale. That's one sale. Does not fucking amount to me having to waste time, energy, money. How we spend our minutes is how we spend our lives. And you want me to spend my life, my minutes in my life, minutes in my life, emotionally and financially invested in the success of Hook. I
have something to say.
Please.
And I really think we should get off this subject because I'm not gonna lie, I get really mad when I talk about it. And it sounds like you do too. We can't stay here too longer. But this is the last thing I think should be said on this subject. If you work for All Elite Wrestling and you bring your daddy to work, do not come. I want to say this: do not come, because some of y'all, some of your fathers, are getting real too comfortable in our business. Okay?
And I do mean our this time. I do mean our.
Correct. And I have all respect for them and their careers. Tad's not the only one.
No,
Billy Gunn,
he's not.
There's a couple more, and I get it. I know y'all want the best for your kids, etc. Even, this isn't even just an AEW thing, Rikishi. But what you won't do is continue to subject us to whatever overcompensating that y'all are doing for whatever you lacked growing up in these people's childhood. What to do? It's over. We grown now.
Unless you came from, unless you're a direct descendant of Kenny Omega,
Correct.
do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come. Sting ain't even doing this type of politicking, and his son wrestling now. You know, like of just what we doing?
Outlandish. And it's the thing with Hook, and the reason that I'm like on his ass more than other folks, because like my little sister, she's Hook's demographic. She's one. She's a fan of one, she's a one woman army in defense of Hook. Now, she ain't ever put no money up. She has never bought a shirt. I've never seen a soul. I saw some in the comments. I've never seen a soul wearing Hook merch. But regardless,
I've seen people wear merch since 2023, bro.
I will say, like, the reason that I'm so harsh and like going in on him is because he sticks out like a sore thumb. He does. Like, no, you ain't got no business near the rest of these people. None. None.
No, not at
These
all.
are not your peers. That's Katsuyori Shibata.
What do you mean? You lead Shabbat. I can't get the words out. Lead Shabbat.
The only person that should be leading Katsuyori Shibata is God himself.
Correct.
That is it.
I think also too, you gotta think this is the same Shibata who looked God in the face and said, I choose CTE instead. And so
you want to tell me what? Shibata's been through a lot. He's never faced a challenge like this. He's never chased a challenge like this.
I don't give a damn how old he is. I don't care. Like, he's Shibata to me, and he's in my all-time top 3. So this is really personal for me.
You remember when they had him lose to Chris Jericho for a year and a half?
Also, you think
what did he do to make them niggas that bad?
They said, hey man, listen, do you think Jericho's coming back? He's doing interviews on Talking Jericho with AEW people again. And I think I'm not gonna lie, Jericho he's really funny in the sense of like he hates feeling like people have figured out what he's gonna do. And I think like he might be petty enough to where the fact that he saw that there was a global consensus that he was going back to WWE and like everybody just knew, oh yeah, he's gonna be in the Rumble. He just knew, like
he want to be different so bad.
He said, "Oh, I'm going to pop back up when they least expect it, like when they least that, just when they're going." He said, "Just when they doing their victory laps and they talking about, oh yeah, we're free, yeah, he's not coming back. It's going to be like, hi, I am the learning tree."
I want y'all to know, right? Like, there's a reason I never really took a victory lap. I allowed it to be wishful thinking, but I never came on here and said, Jericho's got more free. I've never done that. Because you can never count him out. Derogatory. Because, one thing about Chris Jericho, he keep a job. Whether you want him to or not, he will be employed somewhere or everywhere. And he has no business in AEW. There is simply nothing for you to tend to. What the fuck would you do?
Who would he work, bro? Like, and I'm even trying to be like realistic right now. Like, even let's take out like any pre-existing opinion.
I'm genuinely trying, like, I'm taking the Jericho hater lenses off. What would you do?
I'm trying to think, who hasn't he worked? One match they haven't done. Even much that him and Hangman never had a rematch. They didn't. I'm just being honest. He's never worked Swerve. That's never gonna happen. Also, I want to say shout out to Swerve because Swerve has managed to like perfectly toe the line of being like really cool with Jericho and like being really supportive while always making sure that he never got caught into the Jericho vortex on screen. He said we can do all these shows together, these rock concerts together outside of this. I love you outside of work, but no.
But work is work.
Yeah, but work is work, brother. He said
I can't live like that.
He had a 2-year plan to become world champion. He knew, bro. If I think about the fact all the time, if Swerve had gotten caught in the Jericho vortex at any point, I'm not sure he would ever became world champion. And that's
he'd be jobbing a fucking hook.
No, he like literally the fact that Swerve literally never got caught in the Jericho verse. I think like that's the only reason why he was able to become like world champion 2 years.
I agree.
Yeah. And so I don't know, brother. Like I said, Jericho's not hard pressed for money.
He's gonna come back and he's gonna feud with Jet Speed, and then we all have to jump off the tallest thing we can find.
To the point where
because one thing about Kris Jericho, he's gonna kill the vibe. Y'all, that's something y'all like, right?
You know what? I hope it's not for that, but they've been between social media and these backstage teasers and a whole bunch of stuff. Kevin Knight has been pushed really hard lately. Yep. And I mean, something is coming. I don't know what it will be.
Yep.
I hope not. It can't be. No, it can't. I'm only
y'all having fun, and here come fucking Kris Jericho. I'm telling you. Let's all put wishful thoughts, prayers out there that that's not what's happening. But we all need to be prepared for the worst, because I'm sure Kris Jericho's sitting at home and he's like, you know, if the Protostar is gonna have the belt, I might as well insert myself into the TNT title picture. And then I lose my mind on and off screen.
You know what? Sorry, that just made me think of something. Do you think that, you know what I would do? I would actually do if
Kevin and Kyle.
I think I'd do Kevin and Kyle. If he,
which I've said for a long time. But yes, I agree.
Their Continental Classic match, had a lot of potential. But I would do that now if he ends up retaining. Now, honestly, of course, I didn't want Kyle to win that belt back in the first place. Like I wanted him to win like the international title. I think that could have caused more tension within the Don Callis family. So like if Mark ends up winning, I wouldn't be pissed if like that's what we pivot to. But if we gonna get this TNT belt, bring it back again, like let's really do something completely new. Let's do something completely fresh. Let's use this belt for what it's supposed to be used for. And we can really set that up right in time for a revolution, in my opinion. But I digress. What else was on the show? I'm trying to think. I think that was the rest that I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered the major.
You know what? Oh, I wanted to talk quickly about Toni Storm. I really enjoyed that promo that she did. I really enjoyed it, and I think that the fact that, and I tweeted this, Wheeler Yuta has been exposed to some of the greatest of all time, but it took him doing a program with Toni Storm to find his voice. And it just goes back to like, bro.
I was indifferent about all of this, but I'm indifferent about Wheeler Yuta. These
women, I think about Toni, I think about Willow, are just being so subserviced, bro. Like in the sense of the company knows their star power. That's why they're using them to uplift the men. We got. It's not that they don't know the stars they have. They using them to uplift the men.
Which is why it is so frustrating to me that you can't put the big belt on her. Correct. Because you've used her in every way, shape, or form. You've used her in every other capacity, and you used her to save your men's world title picture last year. And yet she can't sniff the women's world belt until after somebody who got here 6 months ago. That's crazy. And she already had to do that before this. So this is round 2.
What was Willow's last world title match? Willow's last match for the women's world title was a very limited build against Mariah, who also skipped her in line to become world champion.
And Willow's not even defending a TBS belt. I'm like, guys, the more you think about it, the more you will sit with it and be like,
it's actually pissing me off. I'm not going
malpractice. This is booking malpractice, and you will be sued. Thank you.
It is pissing me off.
But I think so I was gonna say about Tony, like, whatever this is, we need to wrap it up because Tony Storm, your services are needed in the women's division.
And honestly, too, like, I wouldn't even mind them revisiting Stat and Tony from a non-title perspective of like you could do something else. I think also too, just like, bro, Stat's life isn't over because she lost the belt. Honestly, she could look at what happened to Hangman, right? After losing the title and eventually, like, you know, the best feud of his career is largely a non-title one. You know,
I would have her go away for a little bit. Because I'm not convinced that if you couldn't do well with the world title reign and AEW couldn't treat her world title reign better, that she's going to get any better opportunity not as world champion. So I think you coming straight off the loss, I think that it will be like, well, intentional or not, I think AEW will put you through a humiliation ritual following the world title loss. So I keep her off TV for a second. What?
I'm not even saying I'm scared of it, but I think it depends. I think they're either one going to put her back in the Death Riders loop, or two, put her back in Orange Cassidy loop, which I don't want.
No, we can't do Orange Cassidy shit right now. No,
Death Riders is fine. The Best Friends is over, bro. It was fun. We had a moment. We were there. I remember it all too well. But we're not going back.
And look, I think the Death Riders thing is potentially interesting because it could be mutually beneficial at this point. Like, I think that it would kind of reinvigorate the Death Riders to kind of be a shock to the system of something that right now feels pretty static but not dead. And it also gives Kris an edge to her character that would make sense because maybe things would have gone differently had she been attached to them. You know,
it 100% would have, because unfortunately, even if let me tell you something, even if AEW doesn't respect women, they respect Jon Moxley. And if Jon Moxley says that any of his crew are going to be on TV, they on TV. And not only are they on TV, they feature like a big deal. That's why Marina is technically one of the most Marina is a top 3 most well-developed woman on screen in AEW today. Two of the most well-developed women on AEW TV today are Marina and Renee. Do what you will with that information.
True.
And so, at this point on the other side of it, I don't think there's any debate. Stat would have 100% been better off. And no, maybe or maybe not, we don't get that interview, that moment at the end of, you know, New Year's Eve with her reunited with Willow. But let's just be honest, as great as
that didn't mean anything.
Thrown together too.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything, and it led to nothing. So whatever.
At least the Death Rider story, we were building to that for a very long time, like, you know, and like. Yeah, man. I can't do it.
And even if they want to be like, oh, this was always the plan, she was gonna join the Death Riders after, like, whatever, you still could have helped her out with the better world title reign. You still could have had her wrestle more. Even if she was always gonna turn heel and always gonna drop that belt and then, like, not even heel, because the Death Riders aren't even purely heels anymore. But you know what I mean? Even if this was always the plan, it did not mean that the reign had to be treated the way that it was treated.
Stat and Willow, again, had no business getting back together in each other's orbit unless they were going to wrestle each other for the world title, or they were going to win the tag belts together. I think
they didn't either.
They did neither. They did neither.
It's a waste of time and talent.
Absolutely, and it's just frustrating. I'm not going to lie about it.
Oh my God.
And now you got people mad at, again, you got women taking lashes for the decisions of a man. People are mad at Thekla, the real enemy. It's
That
Tony
billionaire in
Khan.
the back.
Those are the real enemies of just, you got people yelling
Focus,
at
sisters, focus.
at ease, at ease, at ease.
Nobody mind control.
I don't know. I just think like the women's division needs a real shock. In the sense of, you know what? I will say it's crazy. I was thinking about this morning when I was watching New Beginning Osaka, and even people were like, I'm so sick of House of Torture or something like that. And like, people said in time about stardom with hate. I actually think like I hope during Forbidden Door season, I hope like they do like an invasion angle. I think like a real good shock, disruptive, like people come in here with chains and whips and like just overwhelm everybody, clear the ring of just we need villains. I'm talking.
Yes.
We need villains. We need
Yes.
evil. Like we really need like this kumbaya shit, power of friendship. Enough. Like,
No.
girl,
No.
I think it's just, and also
And y'all been trying to sell me as if Julia Hart is that. No.
no, it's over. And even too, we've gotten to the point to where we can create. And also, I love stips. I love blood. I love weapons. We can create hate without that, And if you need that to try to create stakes, that's a reflection on you in the booking. And I think listen, Thekla and Aminata didn't have, they was busting each other heads in from day one.
Queen Aminata. Queen Aminata, do me a favor. You call up whatever wacky fucking doctor that's got William Peter Charles acting like he damn near ready to go. You ask Osprey for his doctor. You close your eyes, get that syringe, and because the streets need you, girl. If we want to, if Queen Aminata, that's the only situation in which I will say, okay, we can move with this because Queen Aminata has everything that we're looking for. She is a shock to the system. She has real hate with Thekla. If she gonna come back and she's gonna join this world title scene and she's gonna say absolutely fucking not, I want to beat her ass. Then that is a redeeming. We can work with that. Anything less, no.
Somebody said spiteful Aminata with Nana attached. Listen, I will say, I hope if Swerve is actually reforming the Mogul Embassy, I would be totally for it because I think like he's now at the point to where he's a big enough star that if he forms a faction, anybody underneath him is going to benefit, especially Black talent, and I think he's in a position where he can really pull other people up. Private Party and Queen Aminata, bro. Let's get this shit top of the, like.
Absolutely.
Correct. I'm into it.
And then we're closing the gate. Ushers, close the doors.
Talk.
Because Kevin, I got different plans for you. Brother.
I think honestly, like, of course, I could see a story where Kevin drinks the Kool-Aid for a bit and then turn.
But you're not staying there.
Their destination is to be rivals. Like I think like those two people should. I see them very similarly to Osprey and Fletcher. In a sense, like they should. Sometimes they'll get along, sometimes they don't, but it should very much be like career rivals. And so that was Dynamite.
That was All Elite Wrestling Show. It was called Dynamite.
Grand Slam Australia is going to be good though. I'm excited. I'll be watching. I do need to go ahead in advance mute all my Australian mutuals so I don't get spoiled. Are
you guys Australian? Be honest in the chat. Is anybody Australian? I don't know any Australians. I don't think.
I have several Australian mutuals.
Okay. Shout out Australia.
Yeah, I have.
Actually, no, I'm not going to shout out anybody because it's the Olympics right now. So
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. It's only a few events that I'm actually rooting for the United States.
I get real wicked because to me, the United States of America, Team USA, two completely different things.
Well, fair, but I'm just saying, like, it's very few events, like, because, like, unfortunately, the Canadian men's hockey team, you have charmed me.
Well, the problem is the U.S. Look, the U.S. men's hockey team is its own. That's an enigma. What they got going on, the U.S. women's hockey team, man.
Oh my God, yes, those queens. Oh my,
5. Oh,
those
how's
queens.
it taste?
With U.S. women's hockey team, I am never talking about you.
No, no.
I am the Canadian men, but
I'm not. I can't root for any team but Team USA. That's where I draw the line. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I feel neutral towards that team, so I'm not. I'm not worried about it. But I can't actively prey on the downfall of any Team USA team. It's just not in me.
See, unfortunately, I was definitely one of them people, especially. Oh my God, 2008. The way that I was. Wait, no, that not 2008. 2012 London Olympics. Tom Daly on the diving team.
Tom Daly's different. Tom Daly's different. Tom Daly's different.
On the diving team. Oh my God,
I root for Tom Daly.
The same life.
We're birthday twins.
That actually,
Tom Daly are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Daly's different. To this day, that's a client of mine.
I root absolutely. Yes. It's so crazy, man. You really had to be there in 2012, especially.
You had to be there.
Like, I loved everything British, and everything British loved me. It was we had a time during them times. We had a time.
So yeah, guys, that was Dynamite. Lyric, do you have anything to plug?
Just wanted to say once again about the fundraiser. We're super excited about it. It'll be running from February 21st to May 21st. But if you would like to go ahead and donate, you can do that now. We're super excited. Thank you so much. Again, the proceeds are going to the
National Immigrant.
Oh well, I got the wrong thing up. I had it up from the original, the first one. So like Feeding America, we already did that. But the Civil Liberties Defense Center and the National Immigrant and Justice Center. So super excited. So if you can donate, we'd be really grateful. And yeah, let's just keep it going. Thank you to who already donated. $100 already raised. We weren't expecting that much tonight. I'll be honest with you, for sure.
We weren't expecting anything. I'm never expecting anything. Anytime we raise like $1, I'm like, oh my God, really?
I ain't gonna lie, like the super chat, when people give it, especially the ones that just be like, oh, I just hope you have a good day.
Like, whoa, my God. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll probably have something to update. But guess what? Next week it's my birthday stream. So if you want to cash at me, that's allowed.
That's allowed. It's always allowed. But it's encouraged. It's encouraged.
No, yeah, if you want it to go personally to me, just know, like,
it's encouraged.
The cash app is below. Thank you.
Thank you.
Paycheck. What do you got?
Love you guys though. Thanks for being so nice. Whether you donate or not, we do still love you. Yeah, we just love you less. I'm kidding.
She's not, but it's okay. I think that this is the type of content that people expect from you.
I'm literally so kind, guys. I'm CEO of kindness.
Actually, I've learned you actually are really nice. People are going to find out like you're a really big softie. So.
That's not true. That's not true. Guys, also nail reveal. Happy Valentine's Day.
I need my nails done, but like they grow out so fast now. It's like, look at this. Like my nails.
Yeah.
And I used to be an avid nail biter growing up, but like now my nails grow so quickly. I cut them down. It looks again like this in a week.
Oh yeah, that's rough. One thing about me, whether I have the money or not, whether the nails will be done. Nothing else about me will be put together, but the nails will be done.
Until I turned what 25, and then it was just like, all right. If I know
I've got another year then.
If I know I'm being seen, like going out, like especially, it's so weird because I realized like I started almost exclusively getting my nails done just for trips. Like, okay, if I'm gonna be seen, cool. I do need a full set before like a big wrestling trip. Absolutely. Like I don't play.
It just gives me so much confidence. I feel like I carry myself so much more confident.
Like in people's face, it just gives a special je ne sais
Or when you got a point, like shut the fuck up. Stop fucking talking to me. Huh?
Yeah. And honestly, too, I don't get the same feeling off of just a simple manicure and paint. Like, no, I do.
No, it's got to be a full set.
I need a little bit of acrylic. Do need a little bit of acrylic on it, you know. I do my tap tap tap. But yes, what do you have to plug?
Oh, me. Guys, we're like 12 subscribers away from 1 billion on Black Girl Wrestling. So if you are not subscribed to Black Girl Wrestling by the end of February, I will personally be finding each and every single one of you who are not subscribed to Black Girl Wrestling, and I will be handling this person to person, okay? So be prepared for that. You have an opportunity, as I've said before. If you get in before the 1 billion, you will forever be considered family, a friend of the family. If you get in after the 1 billion, I'm going to act like I don't know you and I'm too big for my britches, okay? This is your opportunity. Exactly.
But
well, so guys, please make sure you subscribe to Black Girl Wrestling. I've got some real interesting guests coming up. I think you guys are really gonna love it. I'm gonna have to hold on to these interviews, I think, until the end of at least February, maybe March. But yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be really good, guys. I will say Dani is one person who you know how some people they'll be like, oh, I have an interview, drop it, and then it just be, and you'll actually read it or see it and just like, all right, this ain't. I don't think you've teased the interview yet that has not delivered on what you said.
I don't think so. I think so far they've been, you know, pretty consistent in terms of if I tell you that's what you're gonna see, that's what you're gonna see. This one, I promise you, it is the next one, it's gonna be unique. All right. And I think that you're gonna inevitably see different sides of I'm gonna bring out different sides of this person. Um, whether we all like it or not.
You haven't recorded yet, right?
No, it's tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Also, too, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube, I am 150 away from 1,000. So
1 billion.
Get Dani over the line first, then circle back to me. You're close.
No, Lyric has to catch up, so do Lyric and then me.
I mean, you only have 12. You got 12 to go. Let's get you.
No, you guys, you have to pick one. You can only subscribe to Lyric or me. Everything is a competition.
That's simply not true.
Yes, it is. No, it's true. It's true.
He does have real emotion, Chloe. She does.
That's not true. You know what I do? It's just I don't even tag people anymore. I just tweet their names, and then somehow I think some of these people search their own names, and then they come back to me.
They said you have 5 more. Let me go look.
That's really? Yeah, we need to do a 1 billion party too. That's crazy.
You really do have 5. It's just 5. Yeah.
Guys, that's so crazy. If you know anyone who hasn't used their YouTube account, make sure you steal their identity, log into their YouTube, subscribe to my girls. Don't do that. Any crimes that I've mentioned in this show are purely for entertainment purposes. I'm not encouraging a life of crime, even though I think it's kind of funny. But yeah. If I make 5 spam accounts, you guys gonna laugh at me? Be honest.
I think if you did for Twitter, no. YouTube, yeah.
I have 6 Twitter accounts.
Oh, did you get rid of some of them, or you just stopped using them?
I use all of them.
Really? Wait, pause. I think I know of 2 of them.
Yes, you only know of 2 of them. Yes, correct.
No, you know of 2 of them. So what are the other 4 about?
I would never tell you that.
This is awful.
I would never. I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't tell the world. No one will ever find those accounts. Promise you. Promise you.
So intrigued. Oh my God! And Chloe said 4 to go. Man, this is. What are you gonna do tomorrow? You gonna throw a party for? Oh my God! It's actually now you need 3. It's up to $9.97.
Guys, stop using other people's. I was kidding. Don't spam accounts. No, it's so exciting. I don't know what to do. Guys, what should we do? I don't have any ideas. I've been really struggling with like creative block for Black Girl Wrestling because I feel like what people expect is like a certain brand of crazy. And for some reason, like I've just been thinking way too logically. So if anyone has any ideas for a 1 billion subscriber party, please let me know. I'll credit you.
I'm about to subscribe off my old account. So.
Guys,
you can't actually look at any of these videos because half of them are.
I'm gonna.
Is this the one with like my high school student council videos? Yeah. Whatever.
There are 30 people in here. If you're not, thank you, Jalen. If you're not subscribed to Black Girl Wrestling, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Let me see.
If you love
God,
a giggle, if you
I
want to
wanna
be gagged.
Y'all stop. Okay. We hit 1,000.
Guys, wait, no, okay, wait, no, we can't because then somebody's gonna unsubscribe out of spite. So I gotta wait till like 1,004 before I celebrate. Because you know what I mean? Because like, oh, like you subscribe and you'd be so happy.
1K subscribers. You've been
Guys, thanks. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It may not seem like huge to other people, but I'm like, guys, I will say
I want to
I've
say
fought for each and every single one of those goddamn subscribers.
we built this show brick by brick. And also, too, I would like to say it is a big deal because, especially a black channel, a black woman channel, and a channel that doesn't really cover WWE and wrestling, that's unprecedented. It doesn't happen. It's not a thing.
What I think I appreciate most and why I like really value it is like, okay, 1 billion, it may not seem like a lot to other people. It means so much to me because I feel like I've just been like so authentic on that channel. I've never tried to be anything else for better, for worse. I think I can have a lot more subscribers and like actually make money if I was willing to do anything differently. But it's like the fact that there's 1,000.
You can make money now. Make sure you put in your monetization application.
I know I'm so close.
No, you made it now.
I might have.
The only thing you already had the views. All you needed was just 1K subscribers. That's it.
Oh, that's true, guys. Heavens be. But yeah, I just like that. I just anytime, whether it's this show, whether it's Black Girl Wrestling, where it's like, oh, actually, I can be really loud and vocal about the things that I believe in. And like our last video was about like fantasy booking High School Musical, and like that's so fun. Not everything in wrestling has to be bad or like heavy or like whatever. I don't know. I won't get sappy. That'll be for the 1 billion party. I'll figure out what to do. But thanks for watching. I love you so bad.
Maybe that. Well, okay, I'll talk to you offline about that. But no,
okay.
Congratulations. This is amazing. Happy that we were all able to settle this tonight. Because I ain't gonna lie, it would have been egregious to really wait till tomorrow to try to get 5 more people. Like exactly, we're all family here. You know,
come on. Yeah, use fake accounts if you have to. Whatever.
If you're here at 12:52 a.m., you're family.
Truly.
You're family.
So my social security number is 256. Oh.
Your family. But thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you next week. Again, it's my birthday week. And also our fundraiser will kick off officially next Saturday. Super excited. But I'm wishing all of you who have Valentine's Day plans, I hope you're happy, safe, you feel loved. Everybody who celebrates Galentine's Day.
Wrap it up. Oh, sorry.
Oh, if you're celebrating Galentine's Day with your friends.
Hey, wait. Can I add a PSA? I'm sorry. Yes. If you're celebrating Valentine's Day, we love you so much. Look, guys, gals, non-binary pals, Lyric and I've said on the show before, the wrong man can ruin your life. Okay?
Amen.
Do not get so caught up in Valentine's Day that you make decisions that might have to see you in a clinic in about 6 weeks. Okay? Amen. Don't make decisions that you have to go to a graduation in about 18 years. Just be mindful. The wrong man can ruin your life. Everybody get tested. I don't know who I'm speaking to. This is a pro wrestling audience. Y'all not fucking. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, everybody be safe. I hope.
We love you.
Feel loved, and I hope that you're spreading love and around. And I hope that everybody who's watching Grand Slam Australia this weekend really enjoys it. I know I will. Amen. But we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Talk soon. Bye.